Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. It is a pleasure to be recording this episode. My friends, exactly a week ago, it was Election Day 2024. It was November 5th, 2024. It was Election Day, and I have been saying it for a long time that the November 2024 election, the presidential election, will be the most important election of our lifetime. And so we now know the results. Donald J. Trump is the winner. Former President Donald J. Trump, he is going to be the president once again. January of 2025, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president of the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. My friends, it's a great feeling. It is truly a wonderful feeling. I don't have the words to describe how happy I am. And it's been a week, and every time I think about the election results, my heart is filled with joy. Not only did the Republicans win in the presidential race, but we the Republicans, we the freedom-loving Americans, we also regained the majority in the United States Senate. The Republicans in the next Congress will be the majority in the United States Senate. And also, we learned, although it took a while, and it was difficult to wait for the results, but we know now that the Republicans will also be the majority in the United States House of Representatives. My friends, it is a great feeling. It is a great feeling. The Republicans will maintain the majority in the House. The Republicans regained the majority in the Senate, and our Republican president, Donald J. Trump, will be in the Oval Office, 2025. My friends, I'm eagerly looking forward to January of 2025. What a great year it is going to be. I already have a great feeling. I'm very optimistic. I'm very hopeful. I always was, in spite of all the challenges we faced since the Biden-Harris administration came to power. In spite of all the difficulties, all the challenges, all the problems, I always maintained a high level of hope. Hope. We have to have hope. I always have hope in my heart. I always try to focus on optimism. And after waiting for years, here we are. We now know that Donald Trump is the winner of the 2024 election. And at the same time, the Republicans have successfully secured majority in the United States Senate and in the House of Representatives. We are the majority in the House, and we will continue to be the majority in the House next year. I'm looking forward to seeing Speaker Mike Johnson continue doing the great job that he's doing. And with the Senate in Republican control starting next year, it's going to be even better. It's going to be even better. The House and the Senate can successfully work together. And with Donald Trump in the Oval Office, my friends, it is going to be great. The America First agenda, that's the agenda that can now be implemented. What is the America First agenda? People may ask. And what I tell people is just think about the common sense policies. Think about the policies that focus on the American people. That's the America First agenda. combating inflation and making sure that we have a sound economy. A sound economy where Americans can work hard, they can pursue success, they can thrive, they can prosper. That's putting Americans first. That's America First agenda. Ensuring border security and stopping the influx of illegal immigrants. Making sure that we enforce our nation's immigration laws, American immigration laws. That's America First. That's putting Americans first. Also, making sure that we support the men and women of law enforcement. Making sure that we support our military. Making sure that the men and women in uniform at law enforcement agencies across the country, making sure that they have the resources that they need to combat crime and to keep American communities safe. That's America First. We're putting Americans first. Making sure that our military is strong and that the whole world can see that America has the finest military in the world. Peace through strength. Achieving peace through strength. Protecting the homeland, protecting our country. That's America First. My friends, ensuring that we have access to affordable energy, making sure that we are utilizing our natural resources of coal, oil, and gas, making sure that America is energy independent. That's America First. Because when energy costs are low, businesses can thrive, and we can be competitive globally. And when businesses thrive and we can compete globally, that's when Americans are better off. That's when Americans can truly pursue success and prosperity. That's America First. My friends, I can go on and on and on, but in a nutshell, I'll tell you that the America First policies are the common sense policies. And I've said this before. In fact, when I do my YouTube live streams, I mention this, that the Republican Party is the party of common sense. The Republican Party believes in common sense policies. The Republican Party puts Americans first. We prioritize the American people and the American economy. We are the party of common sense. My friends, I am so happy that Donald J. Trump is our president-elect. And now, every day we are getting new updates. It's been a week since the election, and every day we're getting new updates about who Donald Trump might pick for different administration positions, for different cabinet positions. Donald Trump has to make the right decisions. He has to pick the right people. He has to pick the people who will prioritize the American people. We have lots of great leaders in this country. And it is wonderful to see that Donald Trump is selecting the right individuals for the right jobs. Ellie Stefanik, she has been selected to be the United States ambassador to the United Nations. Congressman Mike Waltz, Ellie Stefanik is a congresswoman. She's going to do great. I'm happy to see that Donald Trump chose her as the U.S. ambassador to the UN. Now, let's talk about Congressman Mike Waltz. Congressman, a man who loves this country. Congressman from Florida, Congressman Waltz. He has been selected to be National Security Advisor. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. We also just found out not too long ago that Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota, she has been selected, according to reports, she has been selected to be the Homeland Security Secretary. I think she's going to do great. We also learned that Tom Homan, former ICE director, he has been selected to be the border czar. I mean, this is great. This is so wonderful. Each and every day we will continue to learn more about who Donald Trump is going to pick for the various positions that are available in his cabinet. We are hearing about Secretary of State. There are reports out there, and from those reports, it seems that Florida Senator Marco Rubio may be chosen for the position of Secretary of State. And also, people are wondering who the Attorney General is going to be. There are some names out there that are being mentioned. Senator Mike Lee of Utah, John Ratcliffe, and others. There are other names that are out there, and we don't know who the Attorney General will be, who Trump, our president-elect. Isn't that a great feeling? President-elect Donald J. Trump. So we're going to find out soon who Mr. Trump, President-elect Trump, will choose for the position of the Attorney General. And another question is, who is going to be the Defense Secretary? That's a big one. Also, there are questions out there about Robert F. Kennedy Jr., if he's going to be a part of the president's cabinet. There are people who believe that he may be chosen to be the Secretary of Health and Human Services. We don't know yet. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of anticipation. People are making different predictions. People have questions about Elon Musk, what Elon Musk's role might be, if he's going to have an active role in President Trump's administration, which people believe he will have an active role, but in what capacity? What formal position will Elon Musk have? Will there be a position for him? Is he going to be an advisor? Is he going to be a secretary leading a department? We don't know yet. But every day we are going to learn more and more about President-elect Donald J. Trump's plan for the new administration. My friends, it is an exciting time. It is truly an amazing time. Oh, I also have to mention Lee Zeldin, former congressman from New York. He has been selected to be the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency. So that's another great selection. So each and every day we will learn more about what President-elect Donald J. Trump is going to do. I am looking forward to President Trump's day one in office, day one of his second term in office. I am waiting to see eagerly, I'm waiting to see what executive orders he will sign. My friends, I feel very optimistic, I feel very hopeful about the future. After 4 years of struggles, after 4 years of tremendous challenges, after 4 years of crises and problems, it seems that America is finally going to be heading in the right direction with Donald J. Trump in the White House starting January of 2025. My friends, I invite you to stay connected with me. Please continue to listen to my podcast, and also please tune in for my live streams on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, you can watch live streams. I do live streams every day. Sometimes those live streams are an hour long, sometimes 2 hours long. Sometimes my live streams are more than 3 hours long. So if you are listening to this podcast, you may be listening to the audio version, or you may be watching the video version of this podcast episode on YouTube. My friends, there's going to be a lot to discuss, and it's a very exciting time for our country. So please stay connected with me. Go to my website, tausifanam.net. If you want to send me an email, you can do so. My email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. Thank you so much for continuing to listen to my podcast. I will be back very soon. I'll be back again with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam.